The Galactic High Council chamber shimmered with tension. Thousands of species sat across a colossal, circular hall, each one representing a civilization that has survived wars, extinction events, and black hole politics. But today, they were. Quiet dot at the center, a hologram of a fleet hovered Zoltrax warships. Razor-edge, shield-wrapped, bristling with plasma cannons and planet breakers. It wasn't just a threat. It was already on the move. They've launched, said Counselor Sorn, a feathered diplomat of the Arcane. His voice wavered. They're invading Earth. An audible gasp spread across the chamber. A few delegates turned to their aides, confirming. The intel. The humans were being attacked. By choice. Have they gone mad? Counselor Trell de Valari hissed. The Zoltrax are invading the humans? That's suicide. Was Earth not marked a non-aggression zone after the Terran? Exodus War? A silicon base being clicked. They know. They just don't care. They think the stories are exaggerated. Chancellor Viral, the eldest of the council, rubbed her translucent forehead. Then let the record show. The Zoltrax have committed to invading Sector 438, Terran homeworld. And they have sealed their fate. Far away, at the edge of Earth's orbit, the Zoltrax fleet decloaked with thunderous precision. Their commander, Lord Varkor, snarled at the sight of the blue planet beneath. So this is the fear-human world, he said with contempt, barely Type 2 on the Kardashev scale. Filthy, noisy, fragmented. And their cities? They look like anthills. The crew laughed. Orbital scans show minimal shield arrays, one officer reported. Surface weapons rudimentary. Some nuclear stockpiles, a few magnetic railguns. Scattered resistance, Varkor sneered, pathetic. Begin planetary descent. But as the fleet began moving toward the surface, something happened. The music started. Not their own. Earth had noticed. The Zoltrax systems were immediately bombarded not by missiles, but by signal waves. Loud, aggressive, chaotic. Earth's defense AI had hijacked every comm channel in the fleet. What? What is that? Varkor bellowed. A human voice screamed through the bridge speakers. Welcome to Earth. You should have stayed home. Then, the first wave hit not from Earth, but from space-human kinetic orbital platforms that hadn't been detected. Earlier fired tungsten rods at Mach 20. Entire cruisers were reduced to molten husks in seconds. Zoltrax scrambled to respond, but then Earth launched. Rockets. Thousands of them. Conventional explosives. One officer laughed. Until the swarm divided mid-air. Each missile wasn't a warhead. It was a drone. AI-guided, swarm-capable, and carrying monomolecular blades. They didn't detonate. They sliced by. The time Varkor issued a counterstrike. Half the fleet was in pieces. Then the skies opened. Atmospheric fighters roared up from Earth's surface, primitive-looking to outsiders. But the humans had learned how to jam alien sensors, mask energy, signatures, and use sheer maneuverability to confuse auto-targeting systems. But the real terror hadn't arrived yet. Meanwhile, back at the council, they're what? A council member gasped. Fighting back, sir, the messenger said. Earths. Using old tech in unpredictable ways. He paused, scanning the latest data. They're boarding the Zoltrax flagship. A stunned silence. Who? Humans, Counselor. Space Marines? No enhancement. No mechs. Just armor. Guns and anger? Inside the Zoltrax flagship, chaos reigned. The humans had breached the hull with a rail-borne boarding torpedo. They didn't come to negotiate. They came with fire. Sergeant Vasquez led the charge. Her team of 12 had trained in Vacuum Zero-G combat, studied Zoltrax biology, and carried weapons laced with neurotoxin rounds specifically calibrated for insectoid exoskeletons. They moved like shadows. And the Zoltrax learned that Earth's real. Weapon wasn't their tech. It was their insanity. One human took a plasma bolt through the chest and still charged forward, detonating a grenade at point blank. Another used a dead Zoltrax as a shield and laughed while doing it. Vasquez stabbed the final officer in the command core and ripped the command chip from its dying claws. "Send this to Earth," she growled into her mic. The humans broadcasted the final moments of the Zoltrax flagship live. To every system that had ever feared Earth, to every empire that thought they were weak, to every pirate who saw them as prey, the message was simple: if you come to Earth, bring body bags. Later, in the council chamber, no one spoke for several minutes. Finally, Chancellor Viral stood. "The Zoltrax Empire is gone." Whispers filled the hall. "Some in fear, some in awe, and Earth?" asked a younger diplomat. Viral gave a faint smile. "They've gone back to watching cat videos." The hall went silent again. They knew now. The stories weren't myths. The reason humans were left alone wasn't weakness. It was respect for survival. Instinct, because humans didn't conquer for resources. They didn't attack first, but if provoked, they would burn the stars.